Sehr verehrte Damen und Herren, wir schreiben das Jahr 2022, die Welt befindet sich im 12. oder 17. Lockdown, aber so allmählich kommt die Musik wieder zurück auf die Bühnen der Republik. Und so haben auch wir es uns nicht nehmen lassen, im Frühjahr im Club Vaudeville in Lindau eine Live-Show aufzuzeichnen. Das Projekt ER hat einige Songs aus ihrem Repertoire live auf die Bühne gebracht. Hinter den Kulissen konnten wir noch mit einigen der Künstlern ein kleines Interview führen und damit wünschen wir euch jetzt viel Spaß. This is another sequence of my channel BREZEL-TV today, because I'm the first time try to do an interview in English, because we have a English-speaking singer from Canada. This is Susana. Hello, welcome.
Hi, Fabian. Welcome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you here, because we didn't expect to see the songs they are already released from ER in the last months, and we know you all the fans of ER know you from the videos, but now we can see you live, as close as live, because it's only for TV.
Yeah.
But we will see a show after this interview, and yeah, we're looking forward.
Me too.
What will happen on stage?
So first of all, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for welcoming me in Germany. This place is absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. My work with ER started in 2020. We got connected through our distributor, Wolf Entertainment. Mm-hmm. And ER approached Helmut, the owner of Wolf Entertainment, and they asked him, well, would Susana do something with us? And so he contacted me and said, hey, the guys from Germany, from ER, asked if you would, do something with them. And I said, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Uh-huh. I said, yeah, absolutely. So they contacted me and they sent me a message, and I said, yeah, let's do it. They already had the track done, so that's how they work, as you know. They sent it to me by email, and it was just the music. There was no melody. There was no obviously no lyrics. Yeah. And they said, so what we want you to do is we want you to write the lyrics and the melody, and record it and send it back. And being times of COVID. Yeah, it was perfect, right? I have a home studio that is well equipped, and I said, yeah, absolutely. I listened to it and I was like, wow, this is very different to anything I've done before. I loved it. Okay, I felt challenged by it because it was different. Yeah. But as soon as I started thinking about what I wanted to write, everything came very, very quickly. So the first song was I Belong Here. Yeah. And it came so quickly and so naturally that I felt very connected to Robert and Elvis. It was almost as if we were working in person as opposed to virtually. Yeah. And then I Belong Here came about. Yeah. And that was our first collaboration out of 2 that we've done. Yeah. Yeah,
you have a new track out now, I think 1 or 2 months ago, with your voice, and it's a duet, I think.
Yes.
And I will link it to this video so that people out there can listen to the new songs and to your first collaboration.
Yeah. So that duet. Yeah. Because of the way that ER works, where they work with one singer at a time once. After I Belong Here was so good, I said to the guys, okay, so I'd love to do a second one. So how do we get around the fact that the way ER works is one collaboration per singer? Robert sent me a message saying, well, I have an idea. And I'm like, oh yeah, what's your idea? And he sent me a picture of Andrea. So Andrea is my daughter, actually. So he sent me a picture of my daughter, and I'm like, oh, wow, okay, you want her to sing with me on this track? And he's like, yes. I'm like, okay, well, I'll ask her. She's a singer, she's an actress. So I was like, okay, I don't know if she's going to be interested in doing anything like that. But I sent her the track because I had already composed the song. I had already done the lyrics and the melody for that one. And she was like, oh, hell yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I want to do it. And so I told the guys, yeah, she's in. And so I live on the Sunshine Coast in British Columbia, which is a ferry ride away from Vancouver. So it's close to Vancouver. And so I went to Vancouver and I produced her vocals, like I recorded her vocals. And then I sent everything to Germany, to the guys, and they were super happy with it. We released the video, like you said, just a couple of months ago. And I believe sometime in March we're going to release it on iTunes and Spotify.
Okay, so it's up to release.
That's right. That's right. So yes, that's how that one came about.
We have a good way to do a little promotion for the new
new track. Yes.
New track,
yeah.
But the video is already done. Yeah.
The video is done. Yes.
Done.
It has almost 3,000 views already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So the people already know the song, and but we will do a link to it anyway. So tonight you will do both songs live on
yes,
on the stage. Great.
Yeah, I'm gonna do both songs, and I'm gonna do collab with Sundancer, which Felina is the artist that did it originally, and I'm also singing one of her songs, the show. So I'm actually doing 4 songs.
That's great. It's a real show for you as a lead vocalist.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward for to see it, and I will present it in this video, of course, too. Some snippets of the live performance then. And because it's not so the project is rising and so many collaborations, so I think it was not possible to find one date where everyone can come and do it live. Maybe one time it will be possible in the future, but for now it's great to have I think about 9 or 10 songs doing in a show, and doing it for video, doing it for YouTube, and for promotion for this project, for all of the artists, of the vocalists, and do a feature with them.
We are talking about doing a tour next year. There are conversations happening about the summer of 2023. Me coming back to Germany and us playing in different towns in Germany. So,
have you ever been to Germany before?
I've been to Germany once. I was in Frankfurt for a couple of days, so not for very long.
For holiday or for music?
I was actually I was traveling around the world, and I did a stop in Frankfurt. And I'm not a huge fan of big cities. That's why I left Vancouver.
Yeah, okay.
I like them for performing and the arts that you can find in big cities, but I love the quiet, so being here has been wonderful. So this is really like my first time being in Germany and experiencing Germany. And I absolutely love it. I love it here. I love the people. The guys from ER are they're not just incredible musicians. They're just amazing people. And so I love it here. I'm looking forward to coming back. We're talking about it, so it'll happen. I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah, it's a great area. I'm not from this area. Originally, I'm from the north of Germany, and I fall in love with this area here about Lake Constance and Allgäu, the mountains and the lake. It's so great to live here. And I understand why you like this area and the kind of people living here.
Yes.
Are there connection to the area where you now live, with the nature, maybe with the forests?
Yeah, very much so. So where we live in British Columbia, in Canada, on the coast of British Columbia, is very much Lots of nature, a lot of space between houses, just like here.
Yeah. Even more, because it's
exactly,
a bigger country.
Yes. Yeah, we have, on the coast, we have 30,000 people living on the coast. So it's considered a small town in Canada. But there are parallels of the things that I love about a place, and space is one of them. I find that having nature and space allows me to be more creative.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
Yeah.
The nature and being close to the nature, to the forest and to the sea. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite wonderful. I love it here. It's beautiful. And we've been blessed with a couple of days of like sunshine and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, still snow somewhere. I think you have also a lot of snow during the year.
You know, we don't get a lot of snow.
Okay.
We do get snow. But I guess because of climate change, it's very unpredictable. We got snow, like we had a white Christmas. We call it white Christmas. We had quite a bit of snow during Christmas time, which was beautiful. It's beautiful when you're not in the city, where driving gets a little bit crazy with the snow. When you're on the coast, it's just beautiful, and the trees they're huge and they're full of snow. It was beautiful, but we don't get predictably snow every year. We don't. But we do get snow once in a while. Yeah.
Let's come to the music you do when you are. Do you have a band, or do you have musicians with you in Canada where you perform?
Yes. So I work as a musician. I'm not just a singer. I work as a composer for an Australian company that makes music for TV and film. That's part of what I do. I started working with an American company called Song Toast. So I compose music that's tailored for special occasions like birthdays and other milestones in life. I play with my own band, playing my original music from the 3 albums that I have recorded over the years. But I also have a Latin jazz world band that I do shows with in festivals and different venues. I've been in the industry for 33 years. So I started as a child working professionally as a musician. So I don't work just with one project. I get involved with several projects. I also work with high schools, for example, with kids and their music programs. And I go in, for example, I've had a chance to talk about Latin music because I come originally from Latin America, from Venezuela. And so my career as a musician is not limited to me singing. I'm also a percussionist. So I get hired to do percussion for other bands back home. So I have many projects. You kind of need to do that. For me, I need it because I love doing many things, and also financially. You know, you have to diversify what you do in order to be able to make money to live.
Yeah, it's great. So it's a good connection to have you in this ER team because you are so you have different musical interests. It's so I think it was no shock when you got the first tracks because they are quite hard. Maybe when you compare it to Latin jazz music or so. So have you ever made such kind of music before?
Yes, I've played rock before. My last album is pop rock. And I love rock. I'm a huge rock fan. So that's one of the things about ER that I absolutely loved. But I think that European rock is different. You see, I find that the way that the European rock is composed and written, it has a lot of dynamics. It changes a lot, like rhythm changes, harmonic changes, intensity changes. So that it was a challenge. It was in a good way a challenge for me because I had to create with the lyrics and the harmonies and the melody. I had to create those dynamics as well. a lot of Western music is very, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it could be predictable. Like there's a formula to it that is kind of more simple to follow. I find that with the music that I was sent from the guys, I was dealing with more dynamics. Dynamics that create different moods. Like you feel differently in different places in the song. So I had to really consider those elements that were not as predictable as other music that I have worked with before. Yeah.
Okay, I think the drummer is giving us the sign to come to an end.
Yes.
I think I learned a lot of your career, and I'm quite curious now to listen to all the tracks and to watch what you're doing. And I've seen you working on a Spanish album. I think this was one of the last posts I've seen, and so we are looking forward. And when there is new material, we will show you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to working with you more. And we're going to have a great show tonight.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.